Hey, welcome back. I'm Jared Danford. Today I'm going to give you a drill to help you start shallowing out your golf swing. So if you're somebody who really wants to get away from slicing the ball and really give you something simple that you can do at the range, you can do at home, you can do anywhere, this is a great video for you just to teach you how to shallow the club, really what it should feel like to have a shallow swing. And the drill will show you exactly when you do it wrong versus when you do it right. So if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Throw us down a like or a comment, and we're going to go ahead and get started on teaching you how to shallow out the club. One of the more difficult concepts is shallowing out the club because it's kind of misunderstood maybe how to do it, or maybe in our minds we don't exactly know how to do it. We know we're supposed to have a certain plane, and then on the way down we'd like to have the same or drop it underneath, especially if you're trying to hit a driver or a longer club. All right, you have to be more on the shallow edge. If you're somebody who's steep slicing it, all right, or you're hitting off the toe, you're going to be a steep player. It's going to be really hard for you to hit that driver or those long irons, right? So what it needs to feel like, and this is probably the toughest part for most people to understand, is to start shallowing the club for the first time. You got to feel like the club is actually swinging like this. So just straight inside, straight out to the right. It feels really bizarre thinking of, yeah, that's how the club is supposed to be swinging for me to be shallow. Okay, but what starts to happen, so let's say you take it back normally, all right, whatever it is, okay, and you think about the club swinging this way on the way down, that's how it swings, but what happens is your body starts to rotate, okay, and that rotation doesn't mean the club swinging this way. The rotation is what actually helps you bring that club back on plane. Okay, if you didn't rotate at all, yeah, you'd be swinging way out to the right, you'd shank it, you'd hit it off the toe, you'd hit it everywhere, right? But the club swings this way, but then when you add rotation to it, that is what helps you get it shallow. Okay, so now I'm going to give you the drill, all right, that's going to help you with that shallow move.
Here's a lesson I gave a few days ago, where the gentleman was really struggling hitting the ball left and right. And we know those left and right shots are caused due to being steep. So the body stands up and the hands have to flip one way or another. So we worked on two things. First, we knew we had to shallow out the club. And secondly, part of it was where the club was on top. So originally, the elbow would really fly and the club would get across the line, which would make it extremely hard for him to try to shallow the club out. You can see right there, it looks like it's almost about ready to cut off his neck. It actually stays in his posture pretty well. And when he times it right, he would hit it straight. When he didn't time it right, he would top it, hit it right, or hit it left. So the first thing we did was we tried to get the backswing to get a little bit shorter, just to kind of get his arms out of it so they weren't so active. And so we're a little closer there. We're not as far across the line. And then I gave him the drill that you're all going to learn how to set up, which is basically you trying to get the new path to be inside out. So you're going to see on the way down, he does a much better job of dropping that club. So if we compare it, see, it's more on a shallow plane, and then right there falls right onto his forearm, which is right where it needs to be. So he's going to be able to stay in his posture more. He's not going to have to use his hands as much, and he swings into it. Much easier to strike it. So stay tuned. I'm going to show you how to set up this drill so you can have the same success that he did.
So I set my alignment rod on the ground here. All right, that's the direction that I'm trying to hit it. All right, and then you put two small buckets. You can do it with pillows. You can do it with something that just needs to be high enough for you to hit it if you're coming down steep. So again, you just got to have that feeling of the club swinging in between the two buckets, right? Kind of visualize that as you're working with it. And then as you swing, you just need to visualize, oh man, that club swinging into those two buckets, swinging out to the right, right? And it should look like this. Right, and so I dropped it in between the two buckets. I hit my nice high draw that I was trying to accomplish. Right, if you struggle with coming down steep, you're going to hit that front bucket all the time. So I'll show you a different angle just so you know exactly how to set up this drill. All right, so from face on, you can see about how far each bucket is in front of one another. All right, just a simple check is if you go in front of the ball. All right, we just want that shaft to be slightly above the bucket. So if the bucket is too close to the ball and you lay that club down and it's running into it, it's going to be almost impossible for you to shallow it out the way we want you to. Okay, so don't make it too hard. Don't make it too easy by having it way back, right, really close to your left foot, because then you can be over the top and you'll never know it. Okay, so again, I usually have people hit it off of a tee just to start, just because it's easier. All right, just kind of have them rehearse that in to out move. All right, and then you're just going to set up and you're just going to try to really feel that move swing out to the right. Okay. So thanks for watching. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. I hope this helps you shallow out your golf swing, and we'll see you back here soon.